I can remember growing up, I worked at Hardee's, and I was in the drive-through that particular day, and this man drove up, and he said to me, "I know who your daddy is. You ain't even gotta open your mouth and say it." And I looked at him because we did live in a smaller town. Um, so I had never ever seen this man before a day in my life. So I had no clue who he was. But apparently he knew me. And he said, "Greg Williams is your daddy, isn't he?" And I smiled and I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You look just like your daddy." And, you know, I'd heard that in the past before, but like the way he said it, it was so convincing because, again, I didn't know this man, but clearly I looked so much like my father that he knew who I was. So we laughed about it, and he went on about his day. And that was over 20 something years ago. But I remember it like it was yesterday. On my way home today, while riding, that played in my spirit. You look just like your daddy. And my question tonight, the question that I pose to you tonight is, do you look so much like your Heavenly Father that when people see you, when people interact with you, they know who your daddy is just by looking at you? Because you resemble, I mean, there's everything about you reminds them of him, even if they don't know you personally, even if you don't know them personally. Do you resemble your Heavenly Father? And if the answer is no, it is time that we each seek a relationship, a close, personal, and intimate relationship with God Himself, because we will need to hear His precious voice in our ears to guide us and direct us. There's so much going on in the world today. So much so that it's scary to follow the voice of another because you don't know if you're being led astray or if the truth is being told. And if you are one of those people, it is time to get a relationship with God so He can guide you. Now, it's a lot of people out there saying that they hear from God and that God confirmed this and God said that, and I'm sorry, but the fruit that they bear don't resemble my Heavenly Father. And you know the tree by the fruit it bear. You know if a person serves God by the fruit that they bear, by their character, by their level of integrity, by the way they carry themselves, by the way that they're compassionate for others and that they love others, and by the joy that they carry around inside of them, because all of those characteristics resemble our Heavenly Father. So you cannot tell me that you're a Christian, that you're a woman, a man of God, that you resemble your Heavenly Father when everything about you goes against what He stands for. So I want to encourage you today to get to know your Heavenly Father, so that when people walk up to you, they say, "Girl, you look just like your daddy. Man, you look just like your daddy." I hope and pray that you have an amazing evening. Be blessed.